Come to the stage right now. Put your hands together for Kevin.
Welcome to the Unfunny Kevin Show. Happy Friday, fucking May 9th. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you for tuning in every week. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting the show. New listeners, new markets, new cities. Hello. Returning folks. Love you. Thank you. So, lots of stuff to cover today. First of all, last week, controversial episode where we talked about Florida women and all kinds of fun things they're doing over there in Florida, and 1,000-pound sisters and 600-pound life and Wendy and Dr. No. I am so excited to say, first of all, I don't care if it's offensive or if it upsets you. Don't listen to the show. That's kind of what it boils down to. That's all we're going to say about that. And then we have like so many fun TLC things that showed up this past week that we'll definitely talk about that make me very excited. But starting with last weekend, I have bones to pick with several groups of folks and essentially a movie review. So we'll just start there. I finally saw the phenomenon that is Sinners with Michael B. Jordan. I think it's Forrest Whitaker's kid who was in the Rock movie or the Rock TV series about football players and roids and agents and stuff. Great show. Also great actor. Love that guy. And then Josh Allen's wife or fiance or something who, okay, so let's get into, so we'll just get into it. So Sinners, Ryan, what's his name? Ryan Coogler, the guy who did Black Panther, which was a great, Ryan Coogler. Perfect. So he did Sinners, fucking broke box office records, yada, yada, yada. Everybody's like, yo, you got to go see this fucking movie, whatever. So I go with my wife and my sister, and we go see that shit. And here's the thing. I'm not going to lie. I had no idea what the movie was about. I had no idea, which I think it's fair if you don't know what it's about and you just kind of go in blindly. I kind of prefer to, like, trailers and shit kind of give the whole movie away. So I don't mind going to see something with not a lot of context. I did know that Michael B. Jordan plays like his twin or something. That's like the one of the, and I knew that it was supposed to be like a horror. And it was getting like, I can't remember. There's a term for it. I don't remember the exact term, but it was getting like that. What is it? Like just hype, right? It's getting that. It was getting like this Get Out hype. And I don't know if you remember Get Out, but it was getting that like Get Out hype, right? So, and Get Out hype was interesting because when that shit came out, it was like everyone I knew was like, you got to see this fucking movie. You got to see this fucking movie. It's really good. And then all the like kind of like wokey like white girls and like they'd be like, oh my God, you don't understand. You don't understand. And they like people will tell you don't understand. You got to go see this movie. And those folks, we can all do without. We can all do without those folks. And so this had kind of that. Like I felt like a lot of that was behind this. So then I'm like, damn, is this about to be like a crazy horror movie that incorporates like a lot of those like Jordan Peele type, like fucking really like deep, metaphorical, like crazy shit. And by the way, it's not that that's already been done. So it's like, let's just see what this person has to say. So it's like a super original, very authentic, like cool style. Like the style of it's really fucking cool. The way it's shot is really cool. I think Michael B. Jordan does a really good job. The kid there's like a young kid in it. He's a fucking phenomenal actor. I love that kid. Did a great performance. But you're watching this shit and it's like Deep South. They give you setting and they give you time. And so when I was locked in, I'm like, damn, this is about to be some like horror that also covers the Klan, that also cover like, okay, let's see where they go with this shit. But spoiler alert, there's like, so there's these so they're two twins, Michael B and Michael B, and they fought in the war. They served under, I can't remember if it was like Capone or something. They were in Chicago. They're like killing machines. They sin. They they gamble. They drink. They smoke. They fuck. Yada yada yada. Then there's this their cousin who his dad's very religious. He wants to play music. They really set up this crazy scene. You're like, oh shit, this movie fucks, bro. This is about to be crazy. And then out of nowhere, at one point, there's these Indians, like the Native Americans, and there's this white guy who's like, looks like he was burnt or something, and he's like pounding to get into this shack. It really, and I'm not playing, bro. This scene really comes out of nowhere because they're setting up like the Michael B. Jordans. They get this like crazy. They're trying to set up this like fucking hop where they have like music and fucking gambling, and they're getting all the shit together. Like it's getting really good. And then you're like, oh cool, this kid's gonna perform, blah blah blah. The Bible kid, he's gonna fucking perform. Like shit is getting rich. Story's getting, but then there's this weird, like this white guy, like pounds on this person's door, and this white family who's part of the Klan lets the white guy in, and these Indians are like chasing him, and they're like, don't let that white man in. And the lady's like, there ain't no white guy here, don't you worry, red man, or whatever the fuck. And they're like, oh boy, sun going down, we'll leave. Like, and then they just like they dip. And I'm like, okay, are they gonna come? Those folks? Are we following their story now and the atrocities and does this play into it? But then the white guy eats the white lady and her husband. And he turns and looks at the screen and he's like, ah. And he's like, he's not just like regular, he's Irish. Like, he's like, oh, shillelagh, how are ye? And you're like, it's really jarring. Like, he's very, very Irish. I don't know if you understand when I say he's very Irish, it's like, good morning. How are you, lassie? And him and these two cornfield fucking retarded white Klans people, they show up to this like all black hop, and they try to get in there, and they're like, let us in. And it's like, yeah, like, don't get me wrong, fantastic metaphor. Okay, it would be hilarious if it was like one Irish guy, and then it was like the one of the Klans people was like, I don't know, a Jewish executive, and then they play the Kanye song, the Heil Hitler song. I don't know, like, they're blood-sucking vampires. They're here to, like, black people start this beautiful thing, and then they jump in, they take advantage, and they extort it, and whatever. I don't know, I don't know. There's so much there. It's funny, it's silly, but it's also serious. Like, I get it. It's very original. There's this part where they're singing, and they show like the history, kind of a visual representation of like the history of music and how black people have inspired and started and always led all these different genres and sounds, and it's beautiful and it's powerful. But then it's like, I'm gonna shillelagh vampires here to suck ye blood, and it's like, even if it was like I don't know, it was so, and I'm like, oh right, like, don't let the white folks into the part. They're gonna fucking kill and destroy and take all your shit. And you know, ain't nothing but a hound dog. We all know this. We know that story. You gotta go see it. It's next level. Like, and it's just, I don't know, like all of that surrounding that. It just, and it's like 100% Rotten Tomato. And I was like, okay, yeah. It's got comedy. It's a little spooky. There's vampires. They're also saying there's a lot of like poignant things. It's deeper than rap. Like, I get it. Like, yes, it's very whatever, but it's just like, it's also not too terrifyingly scary. But I guess the thought of that is scary. It's just, again, it's a lot, bro. A lot is happening, and I didn't fucking know what to expect when I went to see it. So I recommend you see it and let us know if you fucking liked it. I might have a guest on next week, so I will we'll revisit the sinner shit with him and get his take if he's seen it. But hit up the Unfunny Kevin Show at gmail.com, DM us Unfunny Kevin on Instagram, and let us know if you saw it, what you thought, if I'm even making sense, you know. So that's what I did. Now look, TLC is rewarding me for talking about their platform and their wonderful programming, because I have an exclusive trailer that dropped today of a new show. Let's give it a look-see.
Going to the beach, got the fat hotties with the bodies going.
Okay, these are two black women that are very large.
To the beach.
I am Jazz, the most amazing.
You were supposed to say me too.
Oh, and this is Nisha. We're roommates.
We're both a little extra, nearly 1,000 pounds extra. Can Miss Nisha
Put this in my veins. India and Pakistan are blowing each other up. The world is set ablaze. I need this.
go in the house with you guys?
The only thing we love more than food in this.
They're just, there's all these scenes. What, they got their titties hanging out for some reason and they're constantly eating.
World. That's it right there. Is my daughter Nana.
We're 1,000
I got
pounds.
a surprise.
No, I hate when they have kids. Why do they have kids?
We
You
love
can't be
each
1,000
other.
pounds and have kids.
That does not mean that we agree on everything.
I was able to crawl my fat ass to the car. I was able to
Stop
shrivel
acting
and-
like you was
But
crawling.
I did.
I was not going to let you just
I had to crawl in your little ass car.
We've tried so many things to lose.
I'm going to live stream. I'm going to a meet and greet.
Moss. I'm making us a drink.
What's the thing? But now it's time to get busy. I'm on my daughter hat.
Oh my God.
I have to.
There's a young
If
Dr.
Jasmine doesn't
No.
undergo the
It's like a young
most
Persian
likely
lady.
she will not survive for long.
Oh my God.
It's
Yes.
something that like scares
Yes. Queen.
out of me. It would be easier if you was doing this with me.
I want to lose weight, but that doesn't mean I have to be stuck on the scale all the time.
I've been taking the weight loss shot.
Yes, it does.
Shot. I'm in pain.
And it's the leg.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, she's losing the weight, but at what cost?
I am in so much pain. I'm really trying my best to hold on.
I just want everything to be okay.
Nisha, I'm scared.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Walk again.
Time 9:30.
I don't know what happened to her, but I know that
It's a wake-up call.
Yes. 1,000-pound roomies. Oh my God. I cannot wait. Oh my God. By the way, folks, have a sense of humor. We're not laughing at anybody. These are wonderful 1,000-pound individuals. And I can say this as a former fat. When I was a young boy, I was quite heavy. You know, weight for everyone is different. It sways, it comes, it goes. I was also very athletic, so I was able to shed that later on. So, you know, just take a moment to giggle. As a matter of fact, I was so off-putting being biracial with SpongeBob teeth and I had no eyebrows, fucking burn victim. And I wore a lot of FUBU. I had FUBU and Gap, everything husky. My God bless my mother. Do you have it in husky? We will get it in husky. Is there a husky option? I'd be like, Mom, the Japanese kids I'm friends with at school said husky means fat, and she's like, they're wrong. They're Japanese. They can't see. Like, just try to like make it better. Actually, speaking of which, there was a period of time I had like, it was really hard to make friends in elementary school. And I had these two friends. They were twins. Those Japanese twins. And their mother, oh my God, I'll never forget this. I finally built a good enough friendship that I got an invite. Like, you know, you got the play date, pause. And when I got the play date, I was so excited. I was like, finally, this is my time to shine. I'm going to put on my fake Tim Duncans from the Payless. I'm going to put on the Gap Huskies. I'm going to throw my FUBU sweater on, and I'm going to bring my Game Boy, and I'm going to play Pokemon with my Japanese friends. It's going to be fire, like best day ever. and they're like, we have a pool. And the mother, so they were biracial too, but they looked hella Japanese. And their father was like very cranky and quiet and very Japanese, but their mother was like Edith Bunker. And the problem was I was like 6, looked the way I looked. And my dad would make me watch a bunch of old television. And so I watched a lot of All in the Family. I watched a lot of Good Times. I watched a lot of The Jeffersons. Like, I was a TV Land kid. And when my parents had cable and we could afford it, otherwise it was from Blockbuster. But yeah, I was at their house and I remember it smelled a little funky. And Edith Bunker, for those of you who don't know, Google Edith Bunker. Here's like let me get this is how she sounds.
Anyway, one night, Franklin, that was the dog. He was whining and howling, which was...
Okay, imagine 2 Japanese kids.
It was my uncle's sport that there was...
But their mom is like a loud, like, New Yorker Jew. I mean, and she's like, oh, how are you? Oh, Kevin, we're going to go swimming today. Oh, you're a little rotund in those swim trunks. And I went there, didn't have a good time. And the mom didn't like me because I was like, you look like Edith Bunker. I literally was like, you remind me of Edith Bunker from All in the Family. And she's like, why is this kid like talking about shows that were well before his time? She was it was so off-putting coming out of my mouth. You look like Edith Bunker. She was like, oh God, like my accent, my eyes, all that shit. I was disinvited from their birthday. I never went back again. So I mean, it's the facts of life, folks. You got to just laugh through it. Speaking of laughing through it and insane videos, there is this. Someone sent me this. Let's look at this together real quick. Okay, Daily Mail. God, everyone that sends me Daily Mail stuff. Oh, my sister sent this.
The raccoon has her meth pipe.
As what?
All right, there's a raccoon in a old white lady's car.
Her meth pipe.
And the police with their body cams are filming it. The raccoon, which I think is her pet, is using her meth pipe.
He's playing with the meth pipe right now. No, don't reach for it.
She put her hand in the car. She was like, now. She's trying to get her meth pipe back. And he said, no, don't touch it.
That's evidence now.
Oh, I don't want
That's
him to have
evidence.
Well, that's why I'm going to
I don't want him to have that. God, these are the good whites.
do it.
You know, she hasn't seen Sinners.
Hey, buddy.
She hasn't seen Get Out or anything.
Huh?
It's okay.
Okay.
This is what she's smoking meth in.
Okay.
The raccoon's playing with her
Oh, Jesus.
meth pipe.
This woman's beat. Yeah, this is like a 70-year-old grandma who's about to get arrested for smoking crack. Could you imagine? She looks in the camera and she's like, you gotta say Sinners. Oh, no. Speaking of grandmas and grandpas and crack. All right, someone sent this. This is from the New York Post.
You know what freaked everybody out.
Biden opens up about his disastrous debate. Why are they rolling him out again? Oh my God. Wait a minute. This is like Christmas for me. We're getting 1,000-pound roomies. And is my president gonna run again? Hold on. Wait a minute. Is he gonna?
Was that debate?
Yep.
It wasn't a great night. It was a bad
He's looking great.
night.
Terrible night.
And everybody lost their mind.
Oh, Jill, that whore.
outrageous.
She's with him. Jill's with him. He's on The View for some reason.
Not lost many debates in my life. I've been pretty good at doing that.
Damn right you're good at it.
I was sick. I was no excuse, but I was not.
It's an explanation.
It was not, and I had a bad night.
Yeah.
And I had anyway. I'm not gonna.
Did you immediately know you had had a bad night?
Yeah, I did. But even after that, the polls just showed me down by 2 points.
Oh, man. R.I.P. R.I.P. With that, folks, we're going to take a quick break. Folks, we have a new sponsor, and They're from Shenzhen, China, and they're working on getting us codes. So in the meantime, before we roll out the new ad, we're going to focus on our friends that give us the most relief. You bet you know I bet you know what it is. I'm having a stroke. Because of Oklahoma smokes, folks, you need to get this 100% pure CBD grown right here under the California sun with a 42-day money-back guarantee and over 40,000 happy customers. It's Oklahoma's is a no-brainer. Go to itsoklahomas.com, must be 21 or older to purchase, and use the code UNFUNNYKEVIN to get 15% off. You heard it right. Folks, there's missiles, there's crisis, there's tariffs. It's time to smoke a smoke. They come in pre-rolls and cigarettes, and they're CB motherfucking D. No psychoactive compounds like THC. You don't have to worry about fucking getting the munchies or none of that shit. It just takes the edge off. You ever had a beer? That's what it's like smoking an Oklahoma smoke, folks. And it's better than a beer. It's better. It's better for you. Yeah. Go ahead and use the code UNFUNNYKEVIN. Unfunny Kevin for 15% off. Click the link in the bio. Go to itsoklahomas.com. Put all the smokes in the cart and start enjoying. Folks, you have exactly a week. And you know what I'm talking about. You have a week, 8 days to click the link and change your life and pick up a light phone, folks. Yes, you heard it correct. 1 week before the pre-orders go from $5.99 to, I believe, the full price, which is $7.99. We warned you, there's tariffs, there's China. The people in the UK are going to make our phones. The lady, the 1,000-pound roommates, they're going to get a job at the factory and they're going to build phones with their little feet and their little hand. Okay, folks, so remember, light phone, what is the big deal, Kev? What the fuck does it even mean? Bruh. My brother in Christ. You know what it means. No browser, no email client, no social media, just fucking life, back to living. People go, I miss the 90s. Okay, well, it's not gone. You're just you're stuck on the rectangle. If you look up, it's the 90s. It's the fucking, throw out the PS5. It's the 90s. Chill the fuck out and get a light phone. Thank you. All right, folks, we're back. We have had a lot of fun with the hotline, 424-244-9599. We did worst dates, and that was a crowd pleaser. Folks seem to have really enjoyed that. So we're going to open the lines for the next month. I'm going to collect some calls. Like I said, there's might be a surprise guest next week on the show. Haven't had one in a while. So call in ASAP to be heard and played next week. We're going to do worst coworkers. We put it on IG. Overwhelmingly, people wanted to do worst coworker. So I'm going to share a good one today with you folks, but go ahead and submit your worst coworker story. I mean, the most fucked up and craziest coworker you've ever had. And submit it to text 424-244-9599 or call in and leave a voicemail. As a reminder, these are anonymous. There's no legal jargon for me to read. You know, if I like it, it's going to get played on the show. And if you text, it's going to get hit with an AI filter because, I mean, I can read it, but it's much funnier through an AI filter. So, all right, back to the program. So worst coworkers, bro, I've had some real monsters. When I worked at Verizon, we talked about this Mormon Percocet guy. Oh my goodness. That's an episode. Go listen to it. It's somewhere. I don't even remember how long ago it was, but I've definitely had fucked up. I've been working since I was 14. So I've had a lot of fucking insane, weird experiences with coworkers. And one of my favorites all time, was from when I was in my early 20s or something. I worked at this place and I was in like a department, and the department had myself and then this person who was like tasked to be a manager, but they weren't really a manager. Like they were a manager. I didn't know any better. You know what I mean? Because I didn't really know that guy. But basically it was me and that we'll just assign a name. We'll just call him what's a good name here? Charlie. Yeah, me and Charlie going, Pap. So me and Charlie was like, led the department, and I was doing my shit as like a coordinator or whatever in the background. And at the time I was in my 20s and my early 20s, and I was hitting the bottle. I was doing comedy. I had a lot of shit going on, and I started to use a little bit of the Blocaine. And when that started up, I had moved pretty far away from where I worked. And so I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm going to quit the job, yada, yada, yada. But then my boss, not my manager, but my boss, was like, hey, we love you. How do we make it work to keep you? And I was like, honestly, bro, I come in from far as fuck. So if I can work like the early shift, like maybe like I'm talking 6:30 to 2:30 or some shit, that would be awesome. Cause I can get a lot of my work done. I did a lot of grunt work as a coordinator. So he said, no worries. You know what's funny? Your manager, Charlie, comes in at the exact same time. And I was like, oh, cool. All right, cool. So I'll get like some one-on-one time. Maybe I'll learn some shit from the manager. And well, I learned a lot because first of all, the guy could snort me under the table. He was in his like 40s, and he reeked of booze. I mean, reeked of booze. I was like, oh shit, I got to make sure I shower. I mean, I would go in and I would think like I'm going to gnaw it off because I was up all night. This guy was sweating Popov. I mean, like you could smell, there's like a certain type of alcohol. Like there's a certain type of alcoholism where they use so much and they may have been drinking a couple hours before you sit near them, but then they reek. There's a stench. It's not like they hit the wine too hard. It wasn't like wine o'clock went too hard. It's evident that they drank liters of Popov vodka. I mean, hello, child of an alcoholic. I know the scent. All right. This guy was sweating booze, and he sat right behind me. And so it was a close office. And he had kids. He had like a couple of kids. And I realized, like, I'd walk in and he'd be like, hey, what's up? Good morning. I'd be like, hey, Charlie, good morning. And then he'd play like really, really loud 90s hip hop. Like at 6 a.m. You walk in and be like, how do you want it? How does it feel? Like Tupac would be blasting. I'd be like, oh, cool. This is cool. And then all of a sudden you hear, like, you better protect your neck. He had like severe sleep apnea. He'd sleep sitting up in his chair with his computer glowing, and no headphones, and just be loud, fucking shimmy shimmy y'all, shimmy yeah, shimmy yay. And he'd like catch himself, and then when he'd wake up, he'd start doing something on the computer, and I'd think, oh, he's working, and he's like, this bitch, that cunt, this bitch, that cunt, shimmy shimmy y'all, shimmy yeah, and I was like, hey Charlie, like I turned around, I was like, Charlie, can we have a quick one-on-one real quick? Who's a cunt? Are you dreaming about someone? And you go, oh, dreaming? No, I'm not even asleep, bro. No, my bad. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just so basically I communicate with my ex through this portal. And I'm like, oh, on company time. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm your manager, so you can't really, but anyway, so yeah, I talked to her through this portal, and that's why sometimes I just, it's almost like Tourette's, man. I can't handle it, so we're not on good terms, but, in order to talk, which we have to do, I got to do it through this portal, which is monitored by like, some kind of protective services. And I was like, oh, cool. That's fun. That sounds cool. I was like, how do you want it? How does it feel to live and die in LA? It's fucking literally 7 a.m. And I was like, I can't believe this. This motherfucker's outdoing me. he's older than me. Kind of a legendary coworker. And later on, he like, I don't know, he had like, got like a DUI. It was nuts. It was nuts. Anyways, 424-244-9599, folks. Call in with your worst coworker stories. I got a lot more of that came from. All right, we got a couple more things to cover before I let you go. Let's see. Oh boy. Speaking of whites, what the flying fuck is this? This is from a listener. It is Instagram, Sean Mike Kelly. Okay, it's looks like a podcast, and they're interviewing a very white lady with a Karen haircut. So this should go good.
We are here.
Okay, I already am upset. So the video says channeling the Great Council.
We are here. We are very happy to be here. Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, we are here. Yes, we do have a message for you and your community in the world. There will be a shift that will happen on your planet. The frequencies of your world will shift dynamically. We implore you now. Understand you are in control of your individual experience, your individual frequency, your individual understanding for now. You can create what you desire for your future by merely existing in a frequency that is higher and better. Know that we are here.
I like the white lady who smokes crack with the raccoons.
Nothing's happening to you.
This white lady has seen Sinners, by the way, 1,000%.
Of humankind's experience on planet Earth. That was a lot.
Wow.
AC.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you know who that was, or
That was the Great Council.
how many of them are there?
Her eyes were
There's a large
closed.
group of them. When I walk in to work with them, they're all sitting at a table. That's a visual that they give me. I don't know exactly the number. They are creator beings. They are very, very, very.
All right. Yeah. See, this is nuts. Let's bring back. I don't know. We got. Remember when there was just kind of like regular white, like housewife types? I don't understand. Were they bullied into this? Like maybe the Karen thing got so carried away that all those white ladies were like, okay, like, you know, we've exhausted BLM, like we've exhausted like the woke shit. Like it goes all full circle, and then it comes to like now they're talking about. Now it's like schizophrenia white, and they're talking about connecting to higher creators and beings. And it's like, just be racist again. You don't have, like, smoke crack, hang out with raccoons in your car. Just be an old dumb white lady. Why do you got to do this? This is insane. What in the flying fuck? Channeling the Great Council. You need to seek great counsel. Okay, well, anyways, last article of the day, and we'll let you go, folks. Oh, there's a new pope in town. Yay. Pope Leo's brother reveals astonishing advice to new pontiff moments before conclave. The brother of Pope Leo revealed that he warned the newly elected pontiff not to use Italian name because it could be an unlucky choice. The man once known as Cardinal Robert Prevost is the first American-born pontiff who grew up in the suburbs of Chicago. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. So we got our first American pope. Yay. This is what the MAGA wants, I think. Since the 6th century, popes have taken on a new name. Since the 6th century, popes forgive people who fuck children. I don't know what they're talking about here. Is that what's happening? Is this guy, he's going to be cool now. This is like the cool pope. This is the Chicago cool pope. You know, he likes Chief Keef and cheese curds, and he doesn't forgive child rapists. That would be nice. What if he was like from the south side of Chicago? And he's just like, he walks out and he's just like, you know, good afternoon, my Oblaks. What if he's like, because Oblak is like predominantly Muslim now. Shout out Dirk. You know, Bismillah Rahman Rahim and, you know, Mashallah and all that. Allah Akbar. But yeah, so this Pope, is he like, does he come out and he's just like, you know, good news, there shan't be no more raping of the YNs. Yay, new Pope, cool Pope, Chicago Pope. Also, Good Fridays will be Coney Dog Day or whatever. What do they have? Hot dogs and Portos. Every Friday we'll have cheese curds. Assalamu alaikum, my Oblaks. Oh, we only hope that he's a good pope, right, folks? Aren't we all invested in this? Who the fuck cares? Why is this news? India and Pakistan are going at it. Why is this news? Why do we care? I'm so confused. Go see Sinners. Let me know how you like it, folks. Really. Seriously. Listen, folks, I love you guys. Thanks for supporting the show. Unfunny Kev on Instagram, comedy dates and all that up there. New website coming soon, but for now, unfunnykevin.com. Unfunny Kevin on YouTube. I think there's like fucking YouTube shit out there, so enjoy that. But listen to the show. 5 stars goes a long way, folks. I'm telling you every episode. 5 stars in the podcast, Apple Podcast Store. Write a comment. You can chat on the episodes now, so fucking comment on there. Do all your shit in Spotify. 5 stars. All the good shit. Email TheUnfunnyKevinShow@gmail.com. Clips, articles, all that stuff for the show. And I'll talk to you guys next week. Thank you.